Also, I'll be working on today okay guys, welcome again to Chris's Caribbean Delights, and today I'm going to be working on also some eggplant or balanje as we call them in the Caribbean. I'm going to be cutting this up and stewing it, well, that's kind of stew it along down with some shrimp. This is the fresh shrimp. I have some fresh shrimp, and I also have some dried shrimp which I'm soaking here to reconstitute and get some of the salt out. So I'm going to strew that down, or saute it down with some bell pepper, tomato, a lovely purple onion. Match the purple on the eggplant. Just kidding. And some greens, some little green seasoning. So also we're going to put some bouillon powder in there, and I'm going to start cutting this up and cut this up in really small pieces so that it can cook evenly and cook quickly, because the shrimp is not going to take a long time to cook. So we're going to start on that, and then start on the eggplant, and then get the shrimp in there, and you're going to see the process. So it's going to be a nice, quick, easy Saturday dinner. And you have it with some, you could either have it with some pasta or rice. I think I'm going to just make a nice flavored rice with, with bell peppers and stuff, and just cook that down in the rice cooker, and we'll be fine. So let me get to cutting up the eggplants and then peeling the shrimp, and I'll be back. Just finishing to get everything cut up here. Finishing up on the cutting up. I did my red bell peppers, my tomatoes, my everything else, onions and everything else. Just gonna do this eggplant. So I split every eggplant in two, and just my method of doing it. I take the head off, take the piece of the tail off, then I split it in two, and I go 1, 2, 3, so I got 4 pieces. I put three slices in there, so they're pretty small. Then I go across, and here we go. One more. Okay, so we have a nice large bowl of eggplant pieces. So now we're gonna go get our fire going and start the saute process. I have my little bouillon and some special seasoning in there, and I'm putting some rosemary in there, some hot pepper. Okay, so when the eggplants are starting to get soft, we'll give it another stir, and then we'll add our protein. See you then. Now sauteing nicely. The eggplant is going to take a little more time to get soft. It's going to be beautiful. I'm inspired to sprinkle the salted shrimp, the dried shrimp, because that has a nice little flavor that I want to get infused in there. I was going to put them in all together, but the fresh shrimp is going to cook so quickly. The flavor from the dried shrimp, it's not going to get infused properly into the eggplant. So I just sprinkled the dried shrimp onto the eggplant. Now we're going to cover this back and just let it simmer. I may have to add a little bit of water because it's drying out. That's a little bit of hot water from the house pipe, from the sink, the kitchen sink pipe. Just a little bit of warm hot water from the faucet. And we'll just let this go. Little bit of salt just to enhance that flavor. Let it stir. Let's go another 10 minutes. We'll check it again. Okay guys, eggplants are now nice and soft. That's when I'm going to put the fresh shrimp in. And that dried shrimp, that I gotta say this again. That dried shrimp flavor has already infused in there and has a wonderful flavor. So we'll just give this a few minutes just to let the fresh shrimp become opaque and pink, and then we're done. No more salt is needed. So I'll just cover this and let that go for about maybe 3 minutes or so. I'll be back. So guys, in the pot of my Crooks rice cooker, I have a bunch of veggies in here. I have some red peppers, some onions, scallion, and green onion, and I have a wad of butter in there, maybe about 2 or 3 tablespoons of butter, and that's going to go. So I'm going to put that in there. That's going to go saute for my rice. I'll put this in first and let it all saute and get down. Then I'll put my rice in. I have 4 cups of rice here, which I'll add to this pot when the veggies are sauteed. And also I'm doing yellow rice, so I'll either add, well, I have a special yellow powder, the bijol. This is what I usually use when I'm doing yellow rice. So once this is sauteed together, once the vegetables are sauteed and I add the liquid, I'm going to add the bijol, and that's going to give it the color. So we'll go to that step next.